This is the seventh video for Napoleon Hill's Positive Mental Attitude, The Science of Success. If you would like to purchase the ebook on Amazon, please click the link at the top of the description below. Desire for self-expression and recognition. We should be working harder for the opportunity to express ourselves and to gain public recognition than for any amount of money. There are a great many people who are doing just that, and they become successful. Many thinking men believe that the ultimate purpose of all life is seeking new and better ways to express oneself. In the process by which life evolves new models, it proceeds from a simple type of idea to a more complex one, for the reason that it wishes to enjoy a greater variety of impression and expression. The ego, the self-existent, living entity of man, follows this principle and has this desire for expression. A rich source of satisfaction of this desire may be found in daily contacts with people, if contacts are made with a positive mental attitude. Things you give to others through expression are the only things you are able to retain, remember, or keep for yourself. Any gems of thought or wisdom which you are anxious to remember, you must repeatedly give to others, or they will elude your grasp at the critical moment. Here is a simple way to test the truth of what has been said. Listen to a good story someone tells you, one worth remembering, one you would like to tell others. Do you know that if you do not tell it to someone right away, you will forget it yourself? And do you know that if you do not tell it, not only to one person, but to many persons, you will never forget it? You have heard of the saying, it's better to give than to receive. Here is one place where this is literally and particularly true, because in order to retain the understanding of this or any other subject you are studying, you must give it away to someone else. That is, share it, explain it, pass it along to another person. If you try to hoard it to yourself, you will forget some of the subtle points which may be important at a certain place in your career. Share these principles with others, not the details of your purpose or plan. These details you are cautioned to share only with the greatest discretion and to keep strictly to yourself at certain times. Giving is a form of expression, and giving is living. Let us read a story which perfectly illustrates this point. The story has been adapted from a book by Bruce Barton. There are two seas in Palestine. One, the Sea of Galilee, is fresh and fish live in it. Trees spread their branches over it and stretch out their thirsty roots to sip of its nourishing water. Christ loved this spot. He looked out across its silver surface when he spoke. And on a rolling plain not far away, he fed 5,000 on loaves and fish from this very sea. The river Jordan fills this sea with sparkling water from the hills and then flows on south to another sea. Here is no splash of fish, no fluttering leaf, no song of bird, no children's laughter. Travelers choose another route unless they are in urgent business. The air hangs heavy above its waters, and neither man nor beast nor fowl will drink of them. What makes this mighty difference in these neighboring seas? Not the river Jordan. It empties the same good water into both. Not the soil on which they lie, nor the country about. No, none of these. But there is a difference. The Sea of Galilee receives, but does not keep the Jordan. For every drop that flows into it, another drop flows out. The giving and receiving are in equal measure. The other sea is selfish, hoarding its income jealously. Every drop it gets, it keeps. The Sea of Galilee gives and lives. The Dead Sea gives nothing. It is indeed dead. There are two kinds of people in this world, just as there are two seas in Palestine. In this business of becoming successful, you will find you need both hands. One hand will be stretched upward to receive the blessing of infinite intelligence, with the other extended down and outward, sharing and giving to others who are helping you in the climb. No one ever achieved outstanding success without the cooperation of others, and you realize, of course, that you must give something in return for this cooperation. You can promote yourself to almost any position you desire by the simple process of getting yourself ready to fulfill the job. 10th motive, the desire for material gain. Desire for material gain is fundamental in human nature. If you combine these first three, the emotion of love, the emotion of sex, and the desire for material wealth or gain, you will have the three emotions which make the world go round. You may be sure that if you are motivated by this emotion, you will be much more anxious to get the job than you are to get through with it and away from it, and you will not feel that your work is a burden. You will feel it as a privilege because by your work you will be obtaining the means of satisfying your desires. You know, work is a liaison office between our desires and their fulfillments. Criticism has been leveled by some people because they feel there is too much consideration for material things in life. If we seem to overemphasize the importance of money and material riches, it is because so many people let their fear of poverty ruin their chances to enjoy the other riches in life. The real good there is in money consists of the use to which it is put, and not the mere possession of it. True happiness consists not in the possession of things, but in the privilege of self-expression through the use of material things. They are but a means to an end, physical instruments of impression and expression. You must have money in order to enjoy freedom of body and mind, which is a choice blessing. A person cannot be really free if he must be chained to a routine job most of his waking hours and receive in return for that a mere subsistence. If a person has to pay that much for existence, he is paying too high a price. These lessons will give you the formula for breaking with past habits of accepting the crumbs from life's table and teach you a proven way in which you can rid yourself of self-imposed limitations and enjoy your fill of life's riches. But let anyone who imagines that he does not want money try to get along without it. He will soon find out that one of the worst crimes a man can be guilty of is to be poverty-stricken and broke. Let us be realistic enough to face the facts of life and demand from life the best that it can give. This principle is one of human freedom and abundance. It is an antidote for poverty and want. Money is the most common form of wealth, and hence financial security is the most sought-after goal. Our entire national economy is based on the profit motive, and let us hope that nothing ever happens to remove or stifle that incentive of reward for personal initiative. It is the basis of the American way of life. Is it any wonder, then, that the desire for wealth or gain is a powerful motive for action? Uncontrolled, this desire leads to greed. When it is controlled and guided by a worthwhile definite goal, it is a source of constructive action which may bless and enrich the lives of men and women. Our suggested creed concerning material riches may be summarized in a few short statements. Give thanks daily, not for mere riches, but for wisdom with which to recognize, embrace, and properly use the great abundance of riches I now have at my command. I have no enemies because I injure no man for any cause, but I try to benefit all with whom I come in contact by teaching them the way to enduring riches. I have more material wealth than I need because I am free from greed and covet only the material things I can use while I live. Incorporate this creed into your specific goal in regard to the satisfaction of your own individual desire for wealth. Definiteness of purpose will enable you to condition your mind so that you can get anyone to do anything you want him to do, providing your request is not injurious or harmful to him. Nature not only compensates you for the things she takes away from you, as in the case of exchange of wisdom for youth, but she penalizes you for that which you take away from others without compensating them for it. There are a lot of people who ought to remember that. Consider how many people deal with others. They are always trying to get in through the back door and come out with something to which they are not entitled, always trying to get something without giving proper return for it. Isn't that the condition of the majority of the people in the world today? It should not be that way because there is a better way of teaching you how to get the things you want. in such a manner so that everybody will be glad to let you have them. This completes the video. If you would like to purchase the book on Amazon, please click on the link at the top of the description below.